You know, people always wonder how the morning routine of a big and successful business owner looks like. So I'm here to show it to you. I wake up at around 6 a.m. and I start making my bed. It rarely happens with one flop, so persistence is the key. I then head to the kitchen, and since I don't do cocaine, I take neem and turmeric powders straight down the pipe. I flush them down with some water, and since it's early morning, you'll see some dripping action. You can see the grimaces on my face that it's not pleasant, but that's what it takes to make big business happen, and I get hydrated. I then head to the shower and take my pants off. I would show you what I got, but it's actually none of your business. It starts getting really steamy in the shower, and that's where the good ideas come into my head. I then continue with drying myself off and brushing my teeth. You know, one thing about the whitening toothpaste is that it's all a big scam, and the older I get, the more I realize it's all just a big scam. I then offer a large yellow melon to my altar. These days, goat sacrifice is kind of frowned upon, so a melon it is. I start setting up my morning ritual. This is actually where the magic happens. You want to make big business, you gotta have an altar and summon the good spirits. The good spirits really like leaves, especially holy basil, so I start putting that into my copper vessel to summon the good spirits. Again, since goats are not in these days, I offer flowers. This is my guru, and I take the old flowers of yesterday and I offer the new flowers for decoration. You can see the large yellow melon. This is what the good spirits really like. Since I was a child, I liked playing with fire, so I try to do it as often as possible, even nowadays. What goes well with fire, just in case I need to have water in there. So I have everything set up, and I can start summoning the spirits to make big business happen. Actually, so the first practice is Guru Puja, which is calling in all of the gurus, and it's 16 different offerings. It's a whole chant in Sanskrit, which is an ancient language, and I don't know any word of it, but I do it since it makes the big business happen. Then there's some more meditation, more fire games, and I can already feel the spirits coming in and big business starting to happen. Now, to be agile, I incorporate some movements to make my body loose and to be receptive to the big numbers of the big business. You know, most people consider this the only form of yoga, bending and twisting. You can see from my body I'm not made for this. I'm more made for moving heavy objects. But somehow I got into this, and since it makes big business happen, I do it. I then start practicing playing dead, because when everything goes south, that's the only option. This is the main breathing exercise. So this is what really gets the energy channels going. This is called Shakti Chalana Kriya. It's an elaborate process. There's only a small piece shown here, but it lasts about an hour. And you can see my chest moving. That's because there's a lot of breathing happening. And breath is one important component of peak business to happen. I make sure both nostrils get the air and I then meditate. You can see my guru gazing upon me and he seems satisfied. I then head to the fridge to nourish my body. For that, the best options are celery and cucumber because they really energize the body. I chop them up nicely and put them into the blender. While the green stuff is enjoying being in the blender, I contemplate my next big business moves. I don't let it blend for too long because that would be a waste of time. And I continue pouring it into a large vessel, again to optimize time and chug it down, straight down the pipe. Now, this might be one of the most pleasant part of most people's morning, coffee. I will reveal my secret recipe only in this video. Listen to this. Even if you don't like coffee, you must enjoy this sound. So I put in stevia, natural sweetener, into the cup. Coconut oil. This will take away the acidity of the coffee, and almond milk also. I pour in some coffee and blend it up so there's no trace of coconut oil. Then rest of the coffee, and finally, after the 4-hour routine, we can start moving heavy, big numbers. This is it. This is how to make big business happen. This is the morning routine of a CEO.